You're traveling to another dimension, not just one of voice and sound, but mind and mouse, of one Bob Collar and Tim Scott. Your next stop is not the Twilight Zone. It's the ResortLoop.com podcast. Stand clear of the doors and enjoy your show.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Gateway to the Magic. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And this is the anniversary show.
Happy anniversary, my friend.
Right back at you. Who'd have thought?
Let's clink our champagne glasses here together and celebrate our first year of broadcast. Well, I was going to say broadcast excellence, but that'd just be...
Let's just say mildly average content. But here's the toast right back at you.
Thank you. Very good.
Oh, that's good. Is that actually from France? Is that real champagne? Oh, it's quite tasty. Bubbles made my nose tickle.
Yeah. France, Kentucky. So you know that being our first anniversary, the traditional gift is paper.
Yeah.
So I expect mine in with Ben Franklin's face on it, if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't mind at all. We have a 5 and 10 just down the street. I'll get some paper bags.
You know how to draw Ben Franklin's face, don't you?
I do. Dang. If not, I know how to work a copy machine.
Anyway, you know, what a fantastic year it has been, and what a great intro, kind of a perfect intro for our show being the Twilight Zone. Who would have thunk? A 1-year anniversary for ResortLoop.com when we first started this thing 12 months ago.
I know. We had no idea what was going to happen. We were just like, let's just do it. Let's have some fun. Let's throw it out there and see what happens. And it's just been incredible.
It has. It really has. And especially the overwhelming response from all of the listeners out there and the Disney fans, just kind of taking us in and accepting us and having fun, I hope, right along with us.
Oh, that's been great. You know, we're getting tweets every day from people that just, tell us they're in the parks or they're thinking of us. I just got something a little bit ago from Jim Tucker. He's asking if it's snowing here yet. Of course, his temperature was 80 degrees, so he might have been ribbing us a little bit. And we have impending doom. We're expecting, over here, I think we're expecting 8 to 10 inches tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be be a little bit of a rough night for us, but we're gonna plunge forward and shovel some snow and think of better places like Walt Disney World. So anyway, thanks Scott Danziger once again for a spectacular show open. And
he is fantastic.
He really is.
He's very clever.
He sounds really good, I'll tell you. But we decided, we kind of thought, well, we wanted to review. We started listening to some of the older shows and wanted to kind of review some of the stuff that we've done in the past. So it has been a labor of love, but a labor, trust me.
It's been more so for you, but it's crazy when we go back, because usually, I don't know about you, Bob, when we post the show, I usually don't go back and listen to it.
Right.
I download it, make sure it's there. It sounds, clean in a couple spots. Right. But to go back and listen to a whole show, it's kind of it's really weird for me.
Yeah. We're always looking forward to the next show, and we try not to repeat anything, so we kind of go over the show topics. But we don't kind of dwell on the past, which maybe we should. I don't know. After listening to these again, I don't know.
Somebody once said, "Keep moving forward."
That is brilliant,
isn't it? Though it should be like a tagline for something.
Nah.
Anyway.
Well, since we're not going to move forward on this show, we thought that we would just kind of look backwards at the most wonderful year that we have had, and some of what we feel are some of the fun times that we've had over this past year. So what do you think, Tim?
I think that's a great idea. Grab a tissue. It could be tear-jerking moments, or you might just outright cry from it being so bad.
There'll be no crying, believe me.
There's no crying in podcasting.
No. So please sit back and kind of review with us the year that was ResortLoop.com's first.
Enjoy, everybody. Hey, welcome everybody. You're on the very first episode of, tell them what it is, Bob.
It is the ResortLoop.com podcast.
It reminds me of, was it Bloxy Blues when they're going, this is hot. This is like Africa hot. Tarzan didn't have to put up with this kind of hot. You'll be frisked, tased, and then removed from the property.
I like the tasing part, but frisking not so much.
Because I know if I was swimming, I'd be the one like a Speedo and a welder's mask because it's so bright back there. Oh my goodness! Don't picture that, by the way.
We're gonna need a lot of editing. Oh my goodness! Outstanding.
You feel good about it?
I stole that, by the way. Outstanding.
I know, but I was going to let it go.
I still can't get reservations at Ohana.
Really?
Really?
Okay, sounds good. Throw it up on the Facebook page for our lovely listeners.
Well, except, I appreciate you saying that, but there's that one guy. He's not...
He's your co-host, dude.
Similar again to the Haunted Mansion movie, the Hollywood Tower of Terror. I have seen that movie as well.
Oh, Steve Guttenberg. The Goot.
Why he's not an Academy Award winner, I know. Steve, if you're listening, sorry, man.
Love you.
It's true. It's just, it's bad. I'm going to say this, and nothing against Steven Tyler, but don't expose your children to Aerosmith.
Nothing good can come from that.
Nothing good. Ride the ride, enjoy the ride and the music, and then get off.
I'm your host, Tim Scott.
And I'm Bob Collar in the beautiful palatial studios of ResortLoop.com. Thank you for inviting me to these digs. They're amazing.
It is but my pleasure. I thought you would appreciate all the oak.
The oak is amazing. The view outside, I never realized you had that big of a lake out in front of your house. That's amazing.
Well, we don't like to brag.
And the fountain, wow. Wow. Skywalker Studios has nothing on you. We have parked, I think we parked at the Magic Kingdom and had to walk to downtown Disney. That's how far it felt anyway.
So you got to do what I do. You see an open spot, you tell your kids run across there, lay down in the parking spot until you can get back around, and then not to move until they see your van.
A little dangerous.
No, but parking is valuable over there. I'm just saying.
We are in no way affiliated with the Walt Disney Company.
They know that when they come over for their fortnight.
I don't think they say that anymore.
I think I hear it every time I watch Wimbledon. Like maybe from a fortnight from the UK. I like to use the word fortnight whenever I can. We got a whole bunch of new friends. This has been fantastic. Thank you very much.
Yes. And speaking of friends,
yes,
special shout out to our very first blogger, Chris. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks for the feedback.
That made our day. We love that. I do, but first, dealing with Sean, what's the deal with this fish? Sean, tell us about this fish. You're holding on your Facebook page. You're holding this. I don't know. It's like a great white.
I wasn't going to bring up the fish.
Before we go anywhere,
we have to address the snake.
The snake in the room.
Really?
Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? There should be a sociological experiment involving parades and Florida heat because people just lose.
They lose their mind.
Yes. Not our listeners.
No.
Our listeners are cool and collect, but I'm just saying.
Our listeners have these horrible experiences.
Everybody else out there, we don't know what's wrong with them either. We're on your side.
We're on your side.
I'm just saying.
Except, of course, our friends in the UK.
And it's not 14 days to them.
What is it?
It's a fortnight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We try to squeeze that in on every episode.
I'm learning so much.
I know how you are.
You know I'm cheap. I'm cheap. You've said off microphone.
I've called you nasty names. Non-Disney like names. I will recover because I'm heavy with my show prep.
We do show prep.
Surprisingly enough, we don't give out medical advice on this show.
Tim, you want to introduce our fantastic guests?
Joining us on both ends of the podcast are our better halves.
Yeah, definitely our better halves.
The ladies
behind.
behind.
No doubt about that.
Absolutely. The ladies behind ResortLoop.com.
Yes.
The unsung
Your lovely
heroes.
wife and my lovely wife.
Yes. Today on the show, we're going to be joined by our friends and blokes at the Diz After Dark. Coming up, we're going to do a little Animal Kingdom with an Animal Kingdom expert, Safari Mike.
Today, I decided to actually have my 14-year-old daughter join us for the podcast today. I would try and get my 12-year-old son to help me out and get a young man's perspective on Walt Disney World. Unfortunately, he is laughing so hard, I think he has a little mic fright. So all the way from the University of Wisconsin, the Fighting Titans up near Oshkosh, we'd like to welcome Scott Kimball.
Hey, Scott.
But I do have with me actually my sister and niece, of all people, and we are going to talk about not a Disney park, but rather, or a Disney movie actually, but rather we are going off Broadway, and we're going to talk about The Lion King.
Tim, I don't know if you know this, but we have the original Looper.
He's the one to blame?
No, Thank. Remember we talked about that.
Oh.
Thank.
Oh.
He's the one that...
He is fantastic.
Yes. And you say I'm the negative one.
No. We kid because we love.
We would very much like to introduce you all to our good friend, Joe Quattrochi.
This is probably our first listener, longtime listener. You've heard him on the show, Mr. Sean Woosley.
Don't they?
Oh, they do. That was Miss Allison Tupper, daughter of our guest.
What?
I know.
Nobody told me Dave was going to be on today.
Under the planets just aligned. Dave, welcome to the show.
I would love to. I'm very excited about this, Bob. I know you know.
Absolutely, we are.
We've been talking about for a while. We had our good friend Joe Quattrochi on the show for Run Disney.
Yeah.
And since we don't know anything about Run Disney, or very little,
Nope. No.
and through Joe, we were able to get the foremost authorities on Run Disney: Michelle Scribner-McLean and Mike Scopa.
And pulled a name from the official Looper list.
Love the Looper list.
And up came Jason Osborne from Oklahoma. TJ Fry is also joining us from the marathon. Hey, TJ. Everyone might know her from the internet, the interwebs, the Twitter, the Facebook. Disney
She's
fan.
like a huge star, isn't she?
She is.
She's everywhere.
She's almost like
No.
Samantha Brown. Everybody knows who she is.
I wish.
But this is Miss Kim Taylor.
The most famous guest we have had thus far in our nearly 1 year of broadcasting ResortLoop.com. Very, very big deal for you and I.
Yes, it's a very big deal. And let's just get to him. Joining us on ResortLoop.com is Kevin John.
Celebrity sports artist.
Now, this one I learned, let me think, I believe it was the 1989 French Open. Michael Chang was playing Yvonne Lendl, and he was cramping up.
Oh, I remember that.
So he was chugging water and eating bananas because the potassium in the bananas will help you avoid cramps and dehydration.
I did not know that.
Have a banana every morning before you go. I will say Gold Bond medicated powder is your friend.
Chafing is no fun, my friend.
No, keep that in your camera bag. That's all I'm going to say.
It's no fun. No. They could probably sell that stuff for $100 a jar.
I swear, I look like not Linus,
Pigpen.
Pigpen walking around. So there's white talc flying all around me. I look like the Yeti's escaped. Look, he does move. The Yeti does move.
He's working. Oh, geez, that's horrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't picture any of that.
Too late. There's those big feet and dust everywhere. Oh, my God. Anyway.
Joe already got him working. It's a miracle.
Hey, everybody, it's Bob. We are finally on the road. We've had quite an adventure just getting ready for this trip. As any of you know who have taken that long drive to Walt Disney World, it's like trying to invade a small country. Hey everybody, it's Bob Collar here, sitting in the Savannah View room at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Not everybody, a lot of people use the word rehab. I prefer the word refurb. Now, I was so upset by this, I actually looked it up. Rehab is actually, you could use it, but no, use the word refurb. The beginning of the song actually goes, "You're going to make me sing this, aren't you?"
I am, that's why I asked you to do this one.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
I can't sing. What to do when it rains and rains and rains?
Can I say it?
You have to say it.
The deluge.
Little does Bob know we're going to start the show right now as he goes to get water. Let's listen to him. Let's see what's going on in the background. I'll turn it up. Let's listen very quietly. Oh, here he comes. He's running. Oh, he knocked over the dog.
All right. And she's actually going for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
How long is 3 weeks, Tim?
Well, for me and our friends in the UK, that's a fortnight and a half.
I like that.
Yes.
This is Wes Snyder in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Resort Loop starts now.
Hi, this is Lucille Malik. And I'm Jude Malik. We are calling from my dad, Chris Malik, who is Disney Chicago on Twitter. And we live in Chicago. You are about to listen to ResortLoop.com. Let's start the show.
Hello, everyone. This is Susan Brass, Super Looper from Long Island, New York. The Resort Loop podcast starts now.
My name is Matt Birdsey. I'm from Connecticut. The ResortLoop.com podcast starts now.
My name is Allison Tupper from Copper Way. You are listening to the Resort Loop with Tim and Bob. Resort Loop starts now.
Live from Main Street, USA, at the Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. This is Fish Sean Wu, and you're getting ready to listen to the new episode of the Resort Loop with Tim and Bob. Key the starting music.
Hey everybody, this is Wyatt France from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And it's time for the ResortLoop.com podcast. And it starts now.
I'm Chris Brown from Western Kentucky, and you're listening to ResortLoop.com.
Hello, my name is Sean Connery. And my name is Scott Danziger. And you are listening to the ResortLoop.com podcast. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. What does that mean, anyway? I think it means stay clear of the door, Sean. Yes, well, I suppose it does. Enjoy your show.
Hi, my name is Chris Bazemore. I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and I hope you're ready to get loopy, folks, because the Resort Loop podcast starts now.
My name is Jim Tucker. I'm from Alabama. The Resort Loop podcast starts now. Bob, Tim, wake up.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Bob. This is Rod Wheaton from Northern Virginia and WDWMousenger.com. And Anita and I are just getting ready to go and run the Wine and Dine Half Marathon. And I was calling to say I'm not often in the Disney World to run the Wine and Dine half marathon, but when I am, I take time to listen to the ResortLoop.com podcast, which, by the way, begins now.
Hey, Looper Nation, this is the original Looper, Joe Quattrochi, representing the Garden State. You're listening to Ohio's own Tim Scott and Bob Collar. It's time to stand clear of those doors, because the ResortLoop.com starts now.
This is Matthew Wallace calling from Main Street, USA at Walt Disney World, celebrating Walt's 112th birthday and my 53rd on the 5th of December. Tim, Bob, let's get this Resort Loop rolling.
Good news, Looper Nation. It's another Resort Loop podcast, special Holiday-thon edition, with your host, Bob and Tim. Or is it Tim and Bob? Anyway, take it away, guys. To all of our new listeners, aloha! The Resort Loop podcast starts now.
What's up, Looper Nation? This is Joe Quattrochi, the original Looper, coming to you live from Disney's Polynesian Resort in the 2014 Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend. I've got a reservation at Ohana. Tim and Bob, it's time for you guys to start the show. Cue Mr. Wagner.
This is Ben and Ava from England. You're listening to the Resort Loop podcast. Bing bong!
Live from that classic attraction, the Mad Hatter Tea Party. Get ready for the next episode of the Resort Loop podcast with Tim and Bob, Bob and Tim. Fish Sean Wu signing out.
This is Jeff, a.k.a. Disney Wagon from Twitter, better used and more popular than the tier system FastPass Plus. Here is ResortLoop.com with your favorite Tim and the sexy Bob.
Well, today's episode is going to be entitled Remove, Rewind, or Refurb. Absolutely. Well, you're both incorrect. The correct answer is to rewind it. That is true. But when it comes to Mission Space, the correct answer is, of course, refurb.
Hi, this is Fish Sean Wu and family live from the Magic Kingdom here in this nice November day. We just got in through rope drop, and today I'm going to go through the commando approach to the Magic Kingdom.
This is the first of the ResortLoop.com Holiday-thon 2013.
Woohoo!
What? Did you get your oxygen back yet?
I think I'm back. Oh my gosh. Somebody please send us a picture of the butterfly.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is the gateway to the magic. Let's just do, Bob, sign us off.
See you, everybody. See you, everybody. See you, everybody.
See you, everybody. I love that line.
I know. Oh, I think that's it, Bob. You've been listening to the gateway to the magic. Thanks, Kim.
See you, everybody.
Nice.
Nice. Sorry, Bob.
Nice.
Have a magical day, everybody.
Yes. Wow, that is a brilliant tagline. You should use that, Bob. I like that.
I think it's wonderful that others have decided to use it as well. What do they say? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Yes, they do.
I don't know if they were flattering me or making fun of me. I'm not quite sure. But how about all the guests we've had over the past year? That was I was surprised we had so many great folks on our show.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, from the most recent guest, Kevin John, it's been a great year.
Yeah, it really has. And we're looking so much forward to this next year coming up, hoping that we still have our great friends that have kind of shared the journey with us, friends like Dave Tupper in Hawaii, our sandals on the ground, and Sean Woosley, our boots on the ground. And we're looking for more folks like that are ready to help us out, like, as you said at the beginning of the show, Jim Tucker. And, of course, we can't forget Super Looper Joe Quattrochi. We've just got so many folks that have been such a big part of the show, and we want to expand that and just have more interaction, more of the Disney family join us on this great journey.
We've got big plans. We're very excited about this year coming up.
Oh,
I know.
We're going
to do some stuff. We're doing it. I know.
I'm so tired.
I know you are. Me too. But keep moving forward. Hey, and who'd have thought when we started we'd be in as many countries now as we would? I never even thought about going outside like Canada and the United States, and maybe the UK was on my radar. But some of the ones we're in is unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah. It is truly. We finally just like 2 days ago we got into Hong Kong. So we are in just about every place that Disney has a park, which is really cool, and just so many other incredible countries. So yeah, it's very exciting, man. Very, very exciting. Can't wait to see what this next year holds for us.
These are exciting times.
Well, that's all I got, Tim. I hope we didn't bore the pants off of everybody by reminiscing and looking back. As you said, it's time to move forward.
Hey, before you go forward, you have to look back to see where you've been. So we've charted our course. We're making our next stop on the Resort Loop.
All right. That's all I got, Tim.
Oh, thanks, Bob. You can find me on Twitter. I'm ResortLoop.Tim. We have the little website over there, ResortLoop.com.
And I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter. And don't forget Facebook.com/Resort Loop. And our phone number
is area code 414
WDW
Loop.
Yeah, get some more intros for us.
Yeah, we need some more opens.
That was fun.
Oh, it was a good time. And Bob, don't forget there's one other place they can listen to us.
Oh, is that perhaps the Stitcher?
You know it's the Stitcher. The Stitcher's blowing up.
Yes, it is. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for a good year. You've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Bing bong.
As simple as that.
That's all it is. It's a phone call.
It's a phone call.
We're happy to take your phone calls. Operators are standing by.